Hello, Chain Gang. Welcome back to the Fort Chains Travel and our Fort Chains in Mexico playlist. Today is our second consecutive week reviewing a family all-inclusive resort in Cancun after last week's Hilton 5-star all-inclusive review. Today we are reviewing Dream Sands Resort, which is something we have heard a ton about, and we are going to cover everything in this review. We always have to include coconut removal. It's one of Angie's favorite things, and we saw this. This is the first thing we saw before we walked in. We are going to cover every aspect of this resort, including them making you feel at home immediately by offering you towels. And you can see this guy says welcome home, and he wouldn't be the last person to say it. The only thing we're not going to be covering in this video are the restaurants, because we went to every single one over 5 days and ate at every spot that serves food or drinks, and we're going to do a standalone video to review all of that. And then later on we're going to do a video comparing the Hilton and the Sands, just in terms of which is a better resort from the perspective of families. But right now we're checking in early because of our Hyatt card and loving it.
We are about to check into the Dream Sands, but what I'm showing you now, for subscribers of the channel, up in the corner there, that is the suite that we stayed in at Rio Palace Las Americas. So it is only 2 resorts over. We love that stay. You can probably already see the water is great at both hotels because it's the same water. And now we're going to compare the rooms. Angie, why don't you take us on one of your famous room tours?
Today at Dream Sands in Cancun, we are staying in room 1040. They do not have wristbands here to get you into your room and meals. We use the physical card. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Check out this room.
We do have the World of Hyatt card. And I think we probably have a link. Do we have a link in these videos?
Sure.
And so that got us a preferred room within the category. And it also got us early check-in, which is good because check-in is 3 p.m. here and we did not want to wait.
Right. We were actually coming from a different hotel. We're doing 2 resorts on this trip. So check out our review of Hilton Cancun All-Inclusive, which we were at prior to this. Here's the bathroom. It looks like they have a nice place to hang your wet swimsuits when you come in. I appreciate that. I don't know if we have a balcony.
I have one right off the bat. And what do you think that is, honey?
Okay, that's so that you can't spray your butt.
That's right.
It's not a hand.
They do not have a handheld shower.
But they do have toiletries here. We've got shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. Looks like there's a bath mat so you don't slip over here in the corner. Your towels are on the towel rack up here. And then if you scan over this way, I have never seen this in any hotel I've ever been to, which is there is an infuser or incense here. I wouldn't think they would want an open flame in the rooms with, inebriated people, but it appears as though that's the case here. Yes, these are real matches. I like the real plant touch here. This is great. Not every hotel has this anymore. You have lotion, soap, shoe mitt, vanity kit, shower cap, sewing kit.
And what do I like?
And the toothpaste is great.
Toothpaste,
We're about to run out, so we don't have to walk across the street to restock because we have this here. These are called washcloths, Jim. Okay. These are for washing my face, not for wiping your wet hands. So
that's
there's a story there for the viewer.
Someday we'll get that argument.
There's also a shave kit and a dental kit. Seems like there's 1 or 2 toothbrushes in there, so that's nice. Again, not every hotel does this any longer. It looks like there's a light up mirror for putting on makeup or seeing your face up close for shaving. Some more towels down here, and the commode.
Yeah, another quibble is I don't like wrapping around the door to get to the commode at night. So I don't love this design, but that's a quibble.
Okay, we're gonna look in the closets now. Okay, there's an ironing board, the iron, a safe that you can set, a hair dryer, ladies or gentlemen with longer hair, a scale. Nobody wants that on vacation.
No, leave that there.
Looks like there's a bag to have your your clothing laundered if you want to do that. Some hangers, an extra pillow, extra blanket. That's for Jim.
Love the
Your
extra
suitcase rack and umbrella are here on the bottom. And it looks like there's about 10 hangers in here. Nice full-size mirror right here.
I'm going to switch around because unless the sun is to my back, you're going to be really, really dark. So before I switch around, I'll show you the view. So one of the things you get with Discover a Status, which you get automatically with the Hyatt card, is you get a preferred room upgrade within the category. So it's not quite like Bonvoy or IHG, but still, this is particularly good at a family resort because that put us in the corner and we still get that ocean view, and it's less likely that it'll be loud at night, but that result is going to be...
Actually, a little correction, we're actually not on the corner, we are on the side. So, but for this to be considered a partial ocean view, I'm very, very pleased with the view.
Yes, absolutely.
So there's a little seating area here if you want to eat in room with 2 chairs. You've got a nightstand on either side of the bed and outlets. And
2 USBs.
USBs. Let's see if there's some on the other side here. Okay. And then we need to check out the minibar situation because I am ready for a big tall beer.
Okay, so...
yes, there's 2 USBs.
It's Mexico, so there's of course soccer on the TV.
There are 2 USB chargers or plug-ins on either side.
4 total USBs. Ice
bucket, glasses, in-room coffee maker.
If you've seen our Vegas videos, because no Vegas hotels have coffee makers.
These are decaf, so we're going to have to swap these out if we want
decaf coffees. That is a nightmare and useless.
Okay, the mini fridge. Okay.
Ooh, there's the beer you wanted.
Beers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What the?
Okay, these are baby beers. They're very cute.
Oh.
But we're going to need about 10 more of those.
Un poquito.
We've got some Coke sin azúcar, so no sugar, a Fanta orange, a couple of waters, a Sprite. We were told about the baby beers, but now I see for myself.
We were warned, but forgot.
And again, very happy with the view. I would say this room is not quite as updated as some of the other ones that we've been to recently, but for me, it's all about the view. So again, I'm really, really excited to look out into this gloriousness and take this in. It'll be a beautiful sunset and sunrise, I'm sure. So I want to get in my swimsuit and get out there.
Okay, so we will let you know that. I would say this is one thing that, I don't know whether this picks up with the lighting, but there's a stain on this probably could be replaced pretty quickly, but that doesn't really matter to me as much, and neither does room size. If the bed is comfortable, you want to hook us up with the plop and let me know here. All right, we stole this bit from Waffle Fam. How's that?
It will work.
Okay, and the plenty of pillows is fantastic. So what's much more important to me is the beach, the customer service, the food, the amenities. So we will see. This room is
a lot of pillows.
Plenty good enough for me.
We only need to get like 3 more for under your knees at night, and then you're good.
Enough of that.
Whoever stayed here before us left a nail. Oof. Okay, that was gross, so let's move straight into the best part about the resort. You see the pools there, and they're not bad, but boy, this ocean is another level. If you are booking a Cancun All-Inclusive Resort and your #1 priority is the beach, I think this is a fantastic choice. It is unbelievably clear, and look how far those people are, and the water's only up to their knees. Beaches have become an increasing problem these days because of the sargassum season being worse and extending for much longer, and it was at the last hotel we were at, but not here.
Over. I don't know if you can hear me, but this is, I would say, about a football field distance, maybe more, plus the end zones of how far out in the ocean we are right now. You can see how clear the water is, and how high is it? We are, the water is below our chin.
Waist deep on Jim, and waist deep on Jim, and a little higher than waist deep on me. But it's absolutely white, not a ship on the bottom anywhere. It's gorgeous, so soft. And then just beyond the buoys here, the swimming area, you can see where there's some plant life. I'll go under and show you. A lot of boats.
Okay, to give you the lay of the land, that's obviously our hotel. To the left of the hotel is places where you can rent stuff. The non-motorized stuff is the hotel owned, and they will let you have it for free, like kayaks and stuff. The jet skis is another company like the massages, and you have to pay for those. The only disadvantage to having such clear water is that without the coral and the seaweed, there's no reason for marine life to be there. So in the entire time we were there, we saw this starfish, and that was very cool. I learned that you're not supposed to pick them up out of the water, so that was my bad. And then we saw a pikefish later, a long, thin, cool-looking pikefish, and that was about it. But to me, if you want to do snorkeling, book a snorkeling excursion and really enjoy the clear water here. One of the ways to enjoy the clear water is the ocean aerobics that they did when the seas were calm. You might be able to tell there are people from all ages participating. Looks like a good family activity, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. Where I'm standing and filming that is the selfie spot, which was very popular. I'm showing you the view if you want to take a selfie and get the beautiful water in the background. It's located, as you're about to see, between the main pool area and the ocean. I'll show you from the other perspective, and that's something you'll want to do. And Angie and I aren't huge selfie people, but we decided to partake because it was definitely part of it. The pools are the next thing. Now, the pools are good, but not great. There's 3 of them. There were some complaints that the water was a little too cool. In the far end, closest to the Kids Explorer Club, that is the coldest. But the rest of them were certainly tolerable. Once you get in them, you're going to be fine. There is a preferred pool, which I will show you. And there is also a jacuzzi that is in between the pools and the ocean, although I didn't see a lot of people in there. And they also have aerobics that take place in the pool. So it is a good social hang and a lot of activities.
So much aerobics in here. So many activities. Do step class.
It's making my head spin how many activities we can do.
Play Army Man.
Yeah.
This is how we do it.
Da, 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 da.
Hey, I never asked you.
Yeah.
You like guacamole? Oh, God!
That you would see in other resorts, like staying on the surfboard and volleyball and stuff like that. So I would say the pools are not a negative, but they won't certainly blow you away. And yes, to answer your question, there is a swim-up bar at the middle pool. A couple other pool notes. This pool was closed on the first day. It needs a lot of tiles that are missing, and we thought it was being repaired, but it wasn't. They reopened it the next day. And yes, people do save beach chairs. They get up early in the morning and they do it like at every resort. But we only found trouble getting a chaise lounge on one occasion. The other times we were able to find a spot, and yes, there are pterodactyls overhead, like there are at any other fine Cancun establishment. Let's move on to the Spa Fitness Center combination. The entrance to both is right here. You will see on your left the fish that people use to bite the scabs off of the bottom of their feet. And then to the right is the actual spa, which I don't know about you guys, but for us, that always means massage options that we look into. If you pass the fish, you want to go out this door on the left, or you can just leave from the main entrance door. It's probably shorter, and then you come into the gym. I would say in terms of the variety of stuff that is offered, it is okay for a resort gym. The machines that you're seeing now are a little outdated. It is difficult to figure out, although not impossible, how to move the weights and how to set yourself up for the right weights. For a minute there, I thought I was like the strongest person on earth, and then I realized I was doing it wrong. And then they've got free weights, and then they've got exercise bikes, plenty of treadmills, and then they have one rowing machine, one recumbent bike, and an elliptical there. Here we have waters. There's a regular fruited water, and then that is alkaline water, and then they have bottled water, and they have some fruits. We took a banana after each workout. In there is the bathroom. I don't recommend those because they do not flush well, so go before you know. You saw that mirror there? It looks like there's more to the gym back there, but there isn't. That's just a mirror to make it look good. It wasn't too crowded. The people were nice. You see the heavy bag there. I was looking forward to hitting that. That's something I haven't seen in a gym in a while, but it was really sweaty inside. These are the massage prices for the fitness center, but we did not go there because you guys told us on Facebook that if you leave the resort, to your right is a great massage place. And as you can see there, it is $60 for an hour. Much, much cheaper. It's $40 for a half hour, but you definitely want to do the hour. You see the resort there, so you see how close it is. There's a sign right next to it that says leaving resort property, and they're not responsible. Don't pay no mind to that. If you want a massage,
on our Facebook page, they recommended we leave the Dreams Resort, walk out and go straight to the right, and as soon as the resort property ends, there is a massage booth, and you can make appointments. So we did before lunch, and so now Angie and I are going to have a 1 hour massage each with these lovely ladies. So we'll let you know how it is. All right. Okay, thank you to our peeps on Facebook. This is the deal right here. $60 for an hour, and it was absolutely fantastic. If you saw our $40 a day in Puerto Morelos video, those massages were the same price, and they were not nearly as good as this one. This is the place to go, right outside Dreams.
There are two massage places right across the street. This one, Bamboo, they're both the exact same price, but Bamboo will give you a free fish eating your feet thing if that's of value to you, but I really preferred the sounds of the ocean. Now, one of the reasons we explored it was we looked into sunscreen at the shop. We always do this out of curiosity, and we looked at this, and it was $26 US. That's even with a 20-to-1 exchange rate. And we went across the street and found the exact same thing for $4. There are a lot of pharmacies right across the street, and unlike the massage places, the prices vary wildly. First place we went to advertised 85% off, but it was the most expensive.
It's like a fun house in here with all the mirrors.
Jeez.
That place was all right, but I noticed that the head pharmacist was also the person making empanadas. This is an OXXO. If you are familiar with Cancun at all, you know what an OXXO is. It's essentially the 7-Eleven of Cancun, or the Wawa without the expensive sandwiches. We're going to double time it for you because we've shown a couple of Oxos before, but I did want to give you an idea of all the things, including floaties, that are available to you. Now, one of the criticisms, other than the price of the sundries shop at this resort, is their activities. You will find this display all over the main floor, listing a ton of activities during the day. They say it's dead at night. I would say you see the ping pong during the day. They also have tournaments. It is dead maybe after 10 p.m. at night, so it's not like Royalton Chic or Temptation where you can party all night long. But there are certainly tons of activities throughout every day, and every night they have something. This is the Pirate Show. It was the most anticipated, and I say this because it had by far the biggest crowd before it started of any of the shows, and it was advertised as Pirates of the Caribbean meets Cirque du Soleil. Wow, that sounds amazing. You could see a little bit of mild Cirque du Soleil. The thing that gets you warmed up for that is a guy dressed up like Jack Sparrow, but apparently he didn't have the voice down, so he had as one of his inexplicable bits the fact that he didn't speak. He just sort of mimed and used sign language, and he called 3 male volunteers up and had them do these dances that he choreographed for them in real time. And then he did a thing where they all sat on chairs and hugged each other in a way that when he took the chairs away, they were still there. Anyways, it was not nearly as good as the Cirque du Soleil stuff, but the only Cirque du Soleil stuff they had was this guy spinning around on the ropes. There was not a lot of variety to it, even though he kept going back to it. So, you know, people enjoyed this and enjoy the lights, but there's only a certain amount of this that you can enjoy. So we decided to head up to the room and get some rest. We had a long day moving resorts and Angie having a dental appointment. And then once we got there, we looked out the window and saw that even though the show was still going on, a lot of people took our lead and decided to leave. So by the end of the show, it was the least liked, I would say. The exact opposite of that was the pop show. Now, what this is I'm assuming lip syncing. If not, they are fantastic singers. And they would dress up as 80s and 90s artists, and I guess 2000s as well. And they would come out and do these dance routines. And the crowd was pretty small for this at first, but the difference is that crowd grew. And by the end of it, every seat was taken, and there were a lot of people looking on. The person that did Beyonce is particularly good. The choreography was a lot better than we saw at shows at the Hilton. So I would say that there is stuff to do. It's just not a super late night thing, which actually is just fine for people our age. On the one night they did not have a show, which was the night that they had the Fusion barbecue outside. They did provide a light show with a DJ, and that was kind of cool. I don't know what it'd be like if you were in those hotels where the light signs in, and this guy was an incredible dancer. Oh wait, no, that was me. I was really popping and locking there. So that was enjoyable. And in addition to the shows outside, they always have shows in the lobby, which you can see on that activity show.
But it's a party.
Something's up.
Okay, so this lady came out playing Game of Thrones, so we don't have the copyright for that, so I'm going to have to dub in a show. But if you saw our Shore Excursions video, you know that we love Game of Thrones, and we are taking the Queen Victoria cruise ship to a bunch of places where Game of Thrones was filmed, and we're going to check out those scenes and recreate them if I did. But there's still a great amount of affection for the show and anything related to this show. So people certainly enjoyed this Viola. I couldn't figure out whether she was actually playing outstandingly or she was not lip syncing, but instrument syncing. And then they also had the next night, they had a great Mexican dance show in the lobby, which people really enjoyed, and these people committed. So overall, Dream Sands is a very good resort depending on what you're looking for. And if your priority, once again, is the beach, I think everything else, the food, which we are going to go over every single restaurant next week, and the entertainment and the rooms, those are plenty good enough if your priority is the beach. So we'll see you next week on the Four Chains.